guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is one that is pretty heavily requested after I put a picture on Instagram earlier on in the week of me in H&M Beauty. A few people asked me whether I bought anything, if I did, what I bought and what I thought of what I bought. So I thought that I would do a video just showing you everything that I got. I didn't actually get too much. It was one of those where I kind of had quite a big pile to take up to the till, and then when it was all scanned through and everything, it really didn't seem like a lot. Initially this was going to be like a big unboxing haul, just showing you everything on my face for the first time for me as well. I have actually given everything a go over the past couple of days just because it is makeup, and I felt as though it would be a little bit more helpful if I had a little bit more to say on how things wear, how long things last and things like that. So I have given it all a go. I have got my bag here with all the goodies inside. It's mainly makeup and there is one hair product as well, so I'm just going to delve straight in. And the first thing that I bought is this Colour Essence Eye Cream. I wasn't actually intending to buy one of these. They had like the little swatch pots out like they do on kind of high street beauty counters, and they were also dried up that you really couldn't swatch any colours at all. I got this in the shade Earth Angel, which looks a lot darker on the little sticker than it actually does in the pot. It reminds me a lot of Smashbox Icon. The pigmentation of it is pretty nice. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, which is something that I found with the vast majority of kind of eye products that I was swatching on the day. Yeah, I just wish it was a little bit darker, but it is still quite nice. Longevity, I wouldn't say that it lasts as long as one of the MAC paint pots. It's pretty good for the price. This was $4.99. Sticking with eyes, and I picked up two of the Colour Essence eye pencils. The first one is in Raw Umber, which is this kind of mid-brown, bronzy kind of shade. I don't really own anything like this. The eye pencil that I use the most is probably MAC's Coffee. And this is slightly lighter than that. It's got quite a lot of shimmer to it as well, which makes me think that it's probably not best for an everyday kind of look. I do have it on my eyes today. I feel as though it's a little bit more of an evening sort of thing. I did go out last night and I wore it and it lasted absolutely forever. Can I just say that to begin with? There was no kind of smudging or smearing. It was still on my eyes in exactly the same place when I got home. And probably for like a kind of festive autumn evening look, this would come in really handy. It's a really pretty shade, and that was $3.99. I also picked up another pencil in the same range. This is in the shade Grande Cru, which is a kind of light champagne-y, golden-y, shimmery kind of colour. Again, I didn't realise how much shimmer this was going to have. They didn't actually have any swatches of it out, which is a bit of a pain. So yeah, that surprised me slightly. I just bought it to wear on the kind of lower waterline just to brighten my eyes up a little bit. I've used the Rimmel Nude Scandalised pencil for the longest time to do that, and I just feel as though I wanted something a little bit different. If you're looking for a high street eyeliner pencil that is creamy, then this is definitely one to go and try out. They are probably one of the creamiest formulas that I have ever tried, either from kind of high street or high end. They're really soft, really easy to blend. They don't drag on the skin at all. Moving on to hair, and I bought a little one of this Get a Grip dry hairspray. I wasn't sure what this was going to be like. I feel like just because they call it a dry hairspray, I kind of assumed that it was going to be a bit like a dry texturising spray. It's not like that at all. It is just your typical kind of traditional hairspray. This little can cost me $2.99, and the bigger cans I think were about $6.99, which is quite a lot. For a hairspray, it doesn't really do anything different to other hairsprays that I've tried. Yeah, like I say, I thought that it was going to be like a dry texturising product, and I was really excited to try it. Turned out that it wasn't that. They did have testers out there on the day, so I probably should have used one of them, but I didn't. I just went ahead and bought it. It's a good little thing to have in your handbag and whatever, and the little size is really cute, and I also really like the packaging on it as well. But yeah, it's just a hairspray, and I probably wouldn't spend $6.99 on a full bottle. Moving on to lips, and I bought two lip products. The first one is the lip colour to go in the shade Bon Vivante. I actually saw a swatch of this online before I went to the store, and I thought it looked really pretty, so I kind of knew what I was looking for. Again, they didn't have any testers out that I could see, or just certain shades would have testers and a lot of the other shades didn't. I don't know whether that's the fault of H&M Beauty as a whole, or whether it's just because obviously it's a really new launch and there were so many people kind of milling about, so testers could have just been taken or run out of or whatever. This is actually what I'm wearing on my lips today. It lasts a really long time. It's a really pretty kind of autumnal pinky berry colour, a little bit of a nude colour, but it's a bit darker than your average nude, which I think just makes it look a little bit nicer at this time of year. It's really flattering. The formula is lovely. It's very creamy. It doesn't tug on the lips, it doesn't stick to any dry patches. It reminds me a lot of the NARS lip pencils actually. The formula is quite similar. There's quite a lot of pigmentation to it as well. It's not like something like the Clinique Chubby Sticks, which go on just so light and sheer. You really can build up to a really nice finish with these, and they had a lot of shades. The other lip product that I bought is probably more typically up my street. It is the Gossamer lip stain in the shade Storyteller, which again is like a really nice deep nude colour. Colours like this are pretty much my go-to at this time of year. I just think they're so flattering. Although it is marketed as a lip stain, it's not really like any other lip stain that I've tried. It actually goes on more of a sort of liquid lipstick formula. It's quite thick, it's very heavily pigmented when you first put it on, and just throughout the day I think it's just meant to wear down into a lip stain. Unfortunately for me, I did try this again when I was out last night, and after about an hour or so of being out I went and checked in the mirror and it was so patchy. It just had clung to any dryness in the lips. Any colour was completely gone from the rest of the lips. It looked pretty awful, I must admit. I do really like the colour of this. I love the idea of it. I just wish it would work a little bit better for me. I don't know whether if my lips were in better condition it would work a bit more. I just don't want to admit defeat with it just yet. It is so pretty, and if I can get it to work for me, then I think it's going to be one of those products that I'm really chuffed with. Lastly, I have one of their Pure Radiance powder blushes. Again, this is something that I'm wearing today, and this is in the shade Rosy Brown. If I were to describe my perfect blusher shade, this would probably be it. It's such a pretty kind of deep nudie rosy colour, which I think does look really pretty against fair skins. They had a lot of colours that were quite light and a lot of darker colours as well. The shade range on the blushes was amazing. I'm not really a fan of the packaging with this one. It is in this kind of plastic gold and black, which I guess looks quite kind of sophisticated, but there's just something a little bit cheap and a little bit tacky about it. It also feels really flimsy as well, so exactly how long that's going to last I'm not sure. The colour itself is really pretty. H&M do describe their blushes as being sheer coverage with a luminous finish. I would definitely agree with the luminous finish. I wouldn't necessarily agree with the sheer coverage. They are quite heavily pigmented. I did just go in with a really light hand. You can build the colour up. I would definitely go back and get some more in the future, but like I say, it's just the packaging I feel lets them down a little bit on that one. So that is everything that I bought. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I will pop links to everything down in the description box along with the prices as well. I think that everything that I bought came to about £30 altogether, which is pretty good for 7 products, I think. 7 products. Really good quality as well. There's not really anything apart from maybe the hairspray that I really don't like. So yeah, I will pop links to everything down below, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!